Ever since I was a little kid, I've always been obsessed with trophy trucks. And a couple months ago, I drugged my brothers clear to the southern border to buy the only trophy truck we could afford. And you know what they called it?
A glorified go-kart.
Broken down go-kart.
A $5,000 go-kart. Go-kart.
Like a go-kart?
Just a go-kart.
It's a go-kart.
Everyone called it a go-kart.
It ain't a go-kart.
Since then, I've been on a mission, going to whatever lengths necessary to make sure this trophy truck never gets disrespected like that again. So after months of intense modification, our 200 horsepower mini trophy truck is almost ready to test for the very first time. The only thing that can stop us now is the custom chain drive that we were severely underqualified to design and build. It is the single most important part of this truck, and we are all concerned under full throttle and full load, it might fail. Behind me is every part necessary to build the fastest mini trophy truck on Earth. And there's only one way to figure out if this was all worth it.
All right, we'll help you finish this thing all out if you get that chassis up on the table by yourself.
I lifted it with a whole truck attached to it. All right, one more. It might get scratched.
We just painted it. You can't scratch it.
Oh my gosh! Dude, this thing's heavy. I don't know why I turned it around. Oh, dude. Ow.
Make sure your eyes are closed so your eyeball doesn't pop out.
Good thinking. No more playing games. Come on! I got it! Let's go! Oh, I'm gonna pass out. Oh.
Do we have a hemorrhoid first aid kit?
Oh. Let's get this thing freaking put together. We ran into our first big problem. You know when you take something apart and when you go to put it back together, you don't have all the bolts to put it back together? Well, this is not one of those things that we can put all the way back together with a, smaller number of bolts than it had. I don't know where they went. So I've got to run to the parts store to go grab bolts. Thanks again so much.
You have a good evening.
You too. Oh. It's crazy that we're gonna be driving that truck in this video. This feels like such a long time coming.
Get all the right stuff?
Got all the right stuff.
Tell me you wore those goggles the whole entire time.
I did. The whole time.
I don't think you realize this, but your eyes look like that big in those goggles.
I don't know what you're talking about. Remember the problem with running out of bolts or not being able to find the bolts? This next problem makes that sound ridiculous. After finish welding this rear axle, rear swing arm thing out, we can't get this axle housing thing to spin, which is what tensions the rearmost chain.
That's a deal breaker right there.
This is a major problem, dude.
The problem is there's not really like a great solution to fix it. We can't put the aluminum housing on the lathe because it's elongated. It's not round, or that's what makes it so it can get tensioned if you've ever taken an ATV rear end apart. This is bad.
It doesn't help that it's late, and I'm kind of starting to get tired of working on this thing.
Well, it's only been 14 hours straight today on this.
It was going so well. Everything was coming together so perfectly. I said it. It was off camera. I said, this thing is coming along perfectly, and then I tried this thing.
It's your fault. Shouldn't have said that.
To be more clear with our problem here, we got these screwdrivers in these holes. This thing should spin. When you cannot spin that, it is a pain to get in there. It went in and out just fine before we finish welded it, but I don't know how to fix this other than cutting it all off.
All right, I'm up this morning because I think Brady and Alex need to pick me up. So when they walk into work today, there's gonna be donuts and probably some stuff to make some AG1. Because we flat plane have got to have 100%, and that's 100% effort, attitude, and determination, because we are driving this truck today no matter what.
Alarm goes off at 4:45. Roll out of bed, rub the sleep from my eyes. Throw on a shirt and some jeans and my boots, and then it's time to make that morning drive.
Well, looks like we're the first ones here. Well, I guess now we wait for them. While I've been sitting here waiting for Brady and Alex to roll into the shop, I just kind of started thinking about this truck and like what it is about it that means so much to me. Like why it does. And I honestly think it's because when I see this truck, I see Caleb as a little kid. I would have died seeing this truck being little, and so now like being old enough to build one and be a part of building one with my brothers, it's just wild, and I feel like I'd be so proud of myself for doing it. I can't wait to see what it does and how it works and if it works. So thank you to everybody watching, because without you guys, there's absolutely no way that I would be able to build my dream mini trophy truck with my brothers. So thank you.
Morning.
Morning! You ready to freaking make it happen today?
I'm pumped. I want to see this thing drive.
Well, just to send it home and make today, like, you start out a good day, it's gonna go well. I went to the store this morning, grabbed some donuts and some stuff for some AG1. It's pretty much a breakfast of a champion.
I didn't have any orange juice in my house, so I didn't get my AG1, so I'm pretty pumped about this now.
This is probably gonna be the last full day we work on this thing ever. What's in the box?
You know how everybody's been telling us that the spring rates suck on that truck because the rear was sagging like a lowrider? AccuTune reached out and said, hey, we've got the springs you need. So here's all 4 springs that are gonna make that truck sit perfect with all the weight we added.
So wait a minute, you like compensated for all the weight, like all the extra weight, and these are the right springs?
Well, they asked for a bunch of info that I didn't have. So this is our best guess.
Flip yeah. Where's Brady?
I mean, we were out here till midnight last night. I'll give him a break today.
I'm not giving him a break.
All right, most of you guys watching are probably a lot like us, working on concrete, doing blue collar sort of work, welding. And in the shop, we go from wearing like Nikes to cowboy boots to super heavy steel toe boots, and we really don't like any of them. And so we've been seeing these Brunt boots all over the place, and we wanted to see if they were like living up to the hype. So me, Brady, and Alex decided that we were gonna try them out, and they definitely live up to the hype.
Standing up all day working on this concrete really hurts my back. Like, I have bad back problems and have to get like massages and chiropractors like every so often. After I switched to these boots with their thick insoles, it's actually really helped.
I kind of swear by these guys here. They're like slip on. There's no laces. They always stay tight. And I kind of think they look sick. Alex has been digging the Marins. I think they're sick too. They have boots for every kind of work. Cold weather. Their soles can withstand up to 570 degrees on the ground. Brunt has more or less designed all of their boots to fit the specific needs of blue collar workers.
The other thing I notice about these boots is most every other boot I've bought and takes like a couple weeks to wear in to feel good on your feet. These were comfy right out of the box.
So if you're a hard worker and you need a solid pair of work boots, or you just want a good looking home for your dogs, you got to check out Brunt. Use the link in our description and use our code PeckBrothers10 to get $10 off of your order from Brunt today. That's PeckBrothers10 for $10 off of your order from Brunt. We know you're going to like these boots. They offer a guarantee that if you don't like them, you can send them right back. Thank you so much, Brunt, for supporting Peck Brothers and sponsoring today's video.
Are you ready to make it happen today?
I woke up and didn't want to do anything today.
Dude, I had a feeling that would be the case. So, I woke up early. I went to the store, grabbed some donuts, grabbed some stuff for some AG1. I wanted to do this, try and inspire the team to give it one more. You and Alex especially have been putting in some insane hours on this truck.
I will get on that train, but we've also been milking it big time.
It's pretty draining to try to find ways to keep this going longer.
It's just so fun to work on it every week, all week, like till 12 o'clock at night and get up early and just work on it. It's just hard to beat, you know?
Can we commit to 100% out of everybody on the team today? I think if we can commit to that and follow through, this trophy truck will be driving tonight.
I will give one more day, 100%. And if it is not done by the end of today, you can hit me with this as hard as you want, and I will be totally fine with it.
I think me and you've been committed 100%. It's you that needs to commit.
I'll commit. I'm 100% today. Let's go. Let's get it.
You tend to do this to us. You motivate us, get us going, you get us all excited, and then you just disappear. Where'd he go? You're staying here all day and you're freaking working on this thing too.
Well, I do need him to run back to the store because when he ran to the store yesterday, he didn't get the right stuff.
I get the wrong clamps. I get the clamps on his paper, and they don't fit, and then it's my fault.
You also got the wrong size bolt that I put on the paper.
Hey, Brady.
I just trying to get this thing. I don't know.
Now we got a fresh mind this morning. I think we've got a solution to this. So technically, these are a little bit too big for what we're trying to fit it through. So we're gonna shrink this down on the lathe. And so then, therefore, it should slide in, twist like we need it to, and be able to tighten the chain.
The reason we didn't think that we could put it in the lathe was because one side's elongated, but the outside of the shell is actually round and true. So it was just the tired talking last night.
This is the egg we were talking about. This is round, but this is round down here. But as you rotate it, the axle, as you rotate it with egg, oval.
They get it.
Yeah, whatever.
It's a deal breaker, baby, when you treat me like you do.
Come on, baby. Please. Oh, yes. That's what we were looking for. We are back in business.
Seems all you do these days is make me down and blue.
Little bit of some bare-handed TIG. This guy's not playing games.
Wow. Bare-handed TIG welding.
You gotta prove you're a man around here every once in a while. Time to see if the crappy measurements I gave Accutune gave him a good guess.
Oh.
This is perfect because we still need preload in these. So I think they're gonna work.
All right. Here's the thing. Caleb has gone to the store now 3 times and got 2 cans of grease that I told him the specific one in the first time, and he keeps bringing back different kinds of greases. So we sent Caleb back to the store again to grab the right grease. And while he's been gone, we literally pretty much finished this thing up, minus the body. This thing is ready to fire up and actually probably run down the road. What do you think about how it came together?
Well, it looked pretty good, and it's about time you milked it as far as it could be milked. But here we are.
So you're one of those guys.
Let's get this down and show these guys what we did, because I'm pretty impressed by some of the crap. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Dude, after how many months, how much money, and how much time we've spent on this thing, and to think it is here, standing on its own, about ready to go for its first drive.
Dude, the fact that it starts, all the lights work, the suspension's perfect. We don't know if it cools. Everything on it is like perfect.
I remember when we very first pulled this thing in here, I honestly didn't think it was possible.
Dude, when Caleb drug us clear to the border for a go-kart, I was not happy and I was not on board. But now, seeing this thing, I might be more excited. No, I'm not more excited than Caleb, but I'm pretty flippin' pumped.
I didn't think that would necessarily happen, but I guess that's what you get when you put that much time and energy and thought and dream and money and everything else into it.
It's a good comeback story, that's for sure. Everything on it is like perfect. Well, we don't know if it cools.
It just wouldn't be a first drive / startup to not have coolant everywhere and steam blowing off of it.
Yeah, that's a problem, because that means the fans aren't working, and who the flip knows why that's happening.
We're all so sick of working on it. We just wanted to get done and get moved on and show you guys and find out what this thing's actually like. We try our best to just knock this stuff out, and now this mini trophy truck is smoking and there's coolant everywhere.
It always comes down to this. I don't know why we think it'll be any different.
What?
Is that the grease you got?
It literally, that was the biggest one that said full synthetic in the biggest words. All purpose, full synthetic. There's no way it couldn't work.
I just told you it couldn't
You told me to get full synthetic grease.
Yeah.
That is what you've told me.
It didn't have moly, and this is full synthetic moly fortified.
I don't know what Molly is. You never said anything about Molly.
I did, you just weren't listening. We're gonna have to go back in the morning.
There's no way. What? How many different kinds of grease can there be?
I don't know, but this will be the 4th can that you get. And hopefully the 4th time you'll get the right one.
I think you should send Alex next time, see if he can find the flipping grease. It literally, oh. So not only do we have coolant everywhere, I got the wrong grease and I have to go back to the store again. This truck is never going to get done.
This thing might never really be finished.
No. Nope. We made a promise to everybody watching. And if a man doesn't have his, if a man, let's see, if a word, no wait, if a man doesn't have his word, what does he have? We're gonna finish this truck in this flipping video. I don't give a flip when it comes out. I'll go drive it around with it smoking, blowing coolant everywhere. I don't care. We're not dropping another video until this truck is done.
You cannot seem to get to me.
the growth, like the leaves that fall, like the moon glow, like the light that
It's just a go-kart.
like the home in heart, like the
So if the suspension turns out like garbage, according to Google, it really will just be a go-kart with a huge motor. All I know is if you can pull this off, it will be a full-blown miracle. Something is coming that is going to demand every ounce of what this trophy truck's capable of.
After all these years, we finally got a truck that's his size.
I'm a rock star in real life. We was doing Grand Theft Autos, hitting licks, home invasions. It was a good night. Take the goods to the plug, then he bring us back by suitcase. Feeling like a baller, see the Jordan on my shoelace. Town, stepping on buses, hopping on fences.
Holy flip, that thing's loud.
Camping at the crib, playing true crime. City kids, nice, bumping Ice Cubes, good days. Such a 90s baby though. If we grind it, then we grind it. Man, I feel like Tony Hawk. And my homies got the iron, and they feel like Tony Stark. Feeling like I'll be back in his prime. If you talk about the numbers, then I probably go to Bron. I'm a lion out the jungle, at the top I'm like the Dons. This my life, it ain't a movie, I would be at Comic-Con. Love, big popping, grinding like ain't no option. Throwing that shit to all my homies. I got Billy John locked in every week. I stay dropping, I just stay consistent in. Hurt the blind, lead the blind, but I got the vision in. Notice.
Dude, that chain drive's working good. You nailed that.
Dude, I can't. That was top speed, full throttle there.
Dude, and as it was coming up the road, it just sounded like a bullet bike was coming at you. That's so cool.
That thing sounds insane.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So that was 6 gear, full throttle, and we don't know how fast we're going because the speedo's off in that.
That wasn't wide open, but I was in it pretty good. We were probably going the speed limit.
Dude, I can't believe nothing has gone wrong. We are not leaking any fluid. That chain drive is working. The chains aren't even getting hot.
That's what happens when we milk it, dude. We don't have problems.
I can't believe we're here, dude. That thing's done.
That thing's going off-road next week.
Dude, I just think we built the fastest mini trophy truck on Earth. I think we did it. And your freaking chain drive just held up to 200 horsepower wide open. Bring it in.
I can't believe we did it, dude.
You, just thank you for everything.
Not gonna lie, I wasn't happy about the whole thing at first, but I'm glad we're here. And I love that thing, dude.
That was well worth the drive and well worth all the work.
And it's no longer a go-kart. Can we get there?
I think we ought to leave it up to everybody watching. I don't see that there's one thing that don't make that thing a trophy truck.
Well, speaking of everybody watching, make sure you're subscribed because next week it's time to test that thing and it's gonna hit the dirt. And I'm not planning on being very nice to it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next week.